Hey, what's up everyone? Carlos here, back with another video, and I just wanted to talk briefly in this video about the the validation I've gotten from prospects and clients about my content. Okay, so you're gonna hear me talk a lot on this channel about creating information-based content, right? As a contractor, just filming videos of yourself talking about different parts of your process, maybe like the products you use, right? Just like talking about what it is that you do and answering commonly asked questions, right? Because as a contractor, we just take for granted all the knowledge that we've acquired over the years to know about our service, right? Like for us, talking about like primer and paint and sanding and all this stuff, like to us it's so basic that we just assume everybody kind of knows it. But in reality, the typical homeowner has no idea about our process or what makes a good project, right? And so when you start creating content that breaks these different things down, especially when they're like commonly asked questions, you're like building trust, you're building familiarity, credibility, right? And you're seen as an expert. And that's huge, right? Because for contractors, it's hard for us to kind of gain trust because we're kind of like working from a deficit, right? People assume that we might take them, to the cleaners, like we're just gonna not finish projects, take their money and run, right? So contractors don't necessarily have the best, reputation when it comes to, just how people feel about us. And so by creating this content, we start to build trust right off the bat, even before we get to their house for an on-site estimate. Okay, and this is something that I've had validated a couple times recently, where I've gone to estimates and spoken to prospects and just been like, yeah, so I know you saw my ad, and did you get a chance to look at my Facebook page? And I've had a couple people be like, yeah, actually, I did, and I saw your videos, and they were like very helpful, and that was like one of the reasons why we contacted you, is because you were answering questions that other people just weren't, or we just kind of thought we could trust you, we kind of liked you, right? And that's kind of the thing, is that when you put yourself out there, you're giving people the opportunity to say yes or no to you, right? I'm sure there's a lot of people who probably saw my videos and were probably just like, yeah, that dude's probably not for us for whatever reason, right? But the people that were for me were able to find me, and it's because I put myself out there with that content and gave them the opportunity to choose me. And that's pretty much like life, right? If you're dating, like you have to put yourself out there, and look, some people are going to be for you and some people aren't. Same thing with work. Like, even though I know what I'm doing and I can, put out a good quality product and service, doesn't mean everyone wants to work with me. And that's, it is what it is. But by you creating the content, you give them the opportunity to make that decision. And so yeah, it's been really cool that I've had that validated and just heard that from prospects. And so it's why I keep harping on this channel, is because I want you guys to like understand how important it is for you to start creating content, so that you can already walk into an estimate with a little bit of trust and credibility earned, right? So that way they almost feel like they kind of know you, even though they just saw a couple videos. If you've ever followed anybody on YouTube, you know that, yeah, that's kind of what it's like. It's like you start to build this like weird virtual relationship with somebody when you don't really even know them. But yeah, hopefully that helps. I would definitely suggest making content, no matter how boring you think it is. A lot of my content for my cabinet painting, business is really just me talking into the camera like this, explaining parts of my process. So it doesn't have to be super fancy. You don't need a great camera. I just use my iPhone, right? I edit, on free editing software like CapCut. It's really not that hard. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.